गोपिका जीवन स्मरणं गोविंदा गोविंदा। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। With immense grace of our Gurunadar, His Holiness Maharanyam Shri Shri Muralidhara Swamiji, by the Paramakripa of Madhuri Saki Sameda Premika Varada Thakurji, by the grace of Punnya Guruvayurappan, it is our great bhagyam to hear Krishna Avatara from Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna Avatara is condensed in 90 chapters in Srimad Bhagavatam, Dashamaskandam 10.1 to 10.90. In the Narayaniyam, Krishna Avatara is given in Dashaka 37, 38 and 39, all the way up to 88. Sandranandatano Hari Nanupura Daivasure Sangare Tvatkrita api karmashe shavashato yetena yata gatim tesham bhutala janmanam ditibhuvam bharena duradhitaha bhumi prapa virinchama padam devai purai vagatai. It's a beautiful Krishna Avatara slokam from Narayaniyam. In the Bhagavatam, our Parikshit has been hearing pravachan by Sri Shuka Muni, and Shuka has narrated all the avatars of Bhagavan, and now Parikshit is very eager to hear the most delightful avatara, Krishna Avatara. So he begs Sage Shuka to please narrate Krishna Avatara in great detail, and he says, Nivrittatarshaihi upagiyamanaade bhavaushada shrotra manobhiramade kauttama shloka gunanuvadade puman virajyeda vina pashupnate. 10th canto, sloka number 1. He says, O great sage Shuka, please narrate Krishna Avatara, which even the great yogis, the great jnanis revel in the glories of Bhagavan. That Bhagavan, when we hear Krishna Avatara, it is a panacea for all our worldly sufferings. Bhavaushada shrotra manobhiramade. Plus it is delightful to the ears. So please narrate about that, Bhagavan. Ka uttama shloka gunanuvadade. Please narrate his leelas. Please narrate his glories. Who would not like to hear Krishna Katha? Only the grave sinner would say enough for Krishna Katha. We all devotees, we like to hear Katha again and again. O great master, please narrate Krishna Avatara, says Parikshit. And then he says, Vidyani tasya kila deha vajam antarbahis purusha kala rupai prayachado mrityu mudamridam cha maya manusyasya vadasva vidvan. Please narrate about that great Bhagavan Krishna who resides as the indwelling spirit in all of us. And he is also the deity called time outside. And the people who fall at his feet and surrender to him, Bhagavan gives the state of immortality, and he punishes the people who are the sinners, the people who are wicked. Bhagavan gives punishment to them. So please narrate in great detail about that Lord, says Parikshit. And so our sage Shuka is pleased and saying, O Parikshit, your buddhi has indeed turned in the right direction. As you are asking for Krishna Katha, it gives me a chance to remember and narrate to you his glories, says Sri Shuka. Samyak vyavasita buddhihi tava rajarshi sattama vasudeva kathayam te yajjata naishtiki ratihi. Then our sage Shuka says, Bhumi Devi, who was tormented by all the asuras, even though Bhagavan had killed them in previous Janma, they did not die and there was residual karma. And so they all again were born. And so Bhumi Devi, being tormented by the weight of the asuras, she took refuge and went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji, along with all the devatas, they went to the abode of Lord Narayana and they prayed to Narayana, and Brahmaji chanted the Purusha Sukta. Puraiva pumsa vadritodharajvaro bhavadbiram shaihi yadusupajanyata sayava durvya bharamishwareshwaraha swakala shaktya kshapayan sharid bhuvi. And Brahmaji heard a message from Bhagavan, and Brahmaji told the Devatas, the Lord is aware of the misery of the Bhumi Devi. The Lord is going to take avatara in the house of Vasudeva. Let all the Devas take Janma in the Yadava Kula. Let all the wives of the Devas also take Janma to do Seva. And so Bhagavan gave this message. It made the Devas all relieved, and all the Devas go back to their abode. In the line of Yayati, there is the Raja Yadu. In the Yadu lineage, our Bhagavan Sri Krishna is born, and the son of Shurasena, Vasudeva is the son of Surasena, is born in Yadu's lineage, and he's ruling in the city of Mathura. And this Mathura is always sanctified by the presence of Bhagavan. So, Shuraseno Yadupadihi Mathuram Avasan Purim Mathuram Shurasenamscha Vishayan Bubuje Pura Rajadani Tatasabhut Sarva Yadava Bubujam Mathura Bhagavan Yatra Nityam Sannihito Harihi. Sri Hari is always present in the city of Mathura, and it is very auspicious. And so there Shurasena is ruling, and his son is Vasudeva. And Vasudeva got married to Devaki. Tasyam tu karhishit chaurihi Vasudeva krutodvaha Devakya suryaya sardham prayane ratamaruhat. Devaki and Vasudeva are getting married, and there is a beautiful procession going in the streets of Mathura. And Kamsa is the Chachera Bhai of Devaki, is the cousin brother, and so he is pulling the carriage, the chariot, and Pati Pragrahinam Kamsam Avashyaha Shariravak Asyastvam Ashtamo Garbho Andaya Vahaseya Budam. As the newly wedded couple, they are being carried in a grand procession along the city of Mathura with all the mridangas, with all the musical instruments, drums and trumpets all sounding, and Kamsa riding the chariot. There came an ethereal voice, Ashariri Vak, Pati Pragrahinam Kamsam Avashyaha Shariravak Asyastvam Ashtamo Garbho Handayam Vahaseya Buddha. O Abhuda, O fool, the 8th issue of this couple will be the cause of your death. This was the loud noise heard from the skies. At once, Kamsa pulled out his sword, ready to kill Devaki right there. Just now he had shown so much love and affection for her, and now suddenly when he realized her child is going to be the cause of his death, he pulls out his sword and is about to kill her. And suddenly the whole scene changes, and Vasudeva starts trembling, what should he do in this situation, how to save his new bride, and how to avert death. And so Vasudeva tries to put some good sense into Kamsa and tries to give some advice. He says, Vasudeva uvacha mrityuhu janmavatam veera dehena sahajayate adyavabda shadante va mrityurvai praninam dhruvaha श्लाघनीय गुणशूरैः भवान् भोजयशस्करः स कथं भगिनीं हन्यात् श्रियम् उद्वाह पर्वणि. Oh Kamsa, you are such a very famous king. How can you do such a despicable act of killing your own sister? Death is certain for everyone who is born, Kamsa. Death will come today or it will come after 100 years, but it is certain, Kamsa. Rajam stishthan padaikena yathaivaikena gacchati yatha trina jalukaivam dehi karma gatim gataha. Just as a walker, he takes off his back leg only after placing the front leg firmly. After placing the front leg firmly only, he will lift the back leg. Just like that, the jiva will get a new body, and when it gets a new body, it will drop the old body. Like that, death is certain, Kamsa, for everyone. Rajam stishtan padaikena yadaivaikena gacchati yata trinajalo dehi karma gatim gataha. The jiva is subject to karma. No one has control over the karma gati. We all have to endure our karma. So Kamsa, it doesn't behove you to kill your sister Devaki. Kamsa, please spare her. And then Vasudeva also gives more advice. Tasmana kasyachid droham acharetsa tathavidaha atmanaha kshemamanvichan drogdurvai parato bhayam. A man who thinks about his own welfare should never harm others. Those who do so will suffer retaliation from others now, even now itself, and they will suffer from Yama in the next world. Yama will give punishment to them in the next world. Even in this world, they will be suffering from retaliation from the people they hurt. So Kamsa, if you are worried about your own welfare, do not kill your sister. Like this, Vasudeva is giving good advice, but these words did not have any effect on Kamsa. And he remained firm in his resolve to kill his sister. So again, Vasudeva tries another way. And so he says, Vasudeva, he says, what else can I do? And in his mind, he's terrified, but putting on a pleasing face, he's telling Kamsa, Vasudeva uvacha nahyasyaste bhayam saumya yadvagaha sharirini putran samarpayishyesya yadaste bhayamuttidam prasannavadanam bhojo drishamsam nirapatrapam manasadhuyamanena vihasannidam abravit. Weeping within, he's crying inside, but putting on a smiling face outside. Our Vasudeva, he's saying and pleading with this evil, wicked Kamsa and telling, oh, Kamsa, you don't have to worry about the ethereal voice. I shall hand over all the children of Devaki to you. Nahyasyaste bhayam saumya yadvagaha sharirini putran samarpayishyesya yadaste bhayamuttidam. And so I shall hand over to you all your children, and then you don't have to have any fear. So this way Vasudeva managed to convince Kamsa, and Kamsa, he let them go. And then after 1 year, Devaki delivered a beautiful baby, the firstborn. He was called as Kirtiman. Kirtimantam prathamajam kamsayana kadundubihi अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोनृतात् अधिविह्वलः. Vasudeva is feeling so much sorrow, and with a heavy heart he's feeling that such a beautiful child have to give, but he's very true to his word. And so he, with a heavy heart, he takes the son Kirtiman and goes to promptly, immediately, he goes to Kamsa to give the child. For a few moments, Kamsa, as though had a little bit of compassion, Kamsa says, this child is the firstborn, he's not going to harm me, you can take him back. So Kamsa is telling, Pratiyatu Kumaroyam Nahyasmadhasti me bhayam Ashtamad yuvayo garbhade Mrityurme vihidakila. It's only from the 8th child that I'm destined to die. So this one you may take back. So Vasudeva returned home with the child, but he's no way reassured by the words of Kamsa, because who can trust wicked people? They are so selfish. One time they'll say something, and another time they'll completely change. So Vasudeva had no reassurance, but he took the child back. Now Narada Muni visited Kamsa, and Narada says, Kamsa, do you know all the Yadavas and all their wives, they are all really amshas of Devatas, and they are all the Devatas have taken birth and born in the cowherd settlement of Nandagopa, and they are also born in the Yadava clan. And so they all seem to be your relatives, but they are actually Devatas who are bent on the destruction of the Asuras. So do not wait. When all the children are placed in a circle, how would you know who is the first one and who is the 8th one? And therefore, Kamsa, just remember, these are all the Devatas who are about to destroy you, all Asuras. Like this, Narada Muni warned Kamsa. Kamsa immediately began to view the Devaki and Vasudeva as threat, and again he mercilessly killed all the children that were born. The 6 children were born to Devaki. Their names were Kirtiman, Udgita, Parishwanga, Patanga, Krudrabrit, and Grini. These 6 sons were born, and Kamsa mercilessly killed all of them. And then he continued tormenting all the people in Mathura. The Yadavas all ran away to other places, and they went in hiding. And so Kamsa continues to, spread all this danger and kills everyone. And so he continues his wicked, cruel activities. Thus ends chapter 1. Now we come to the second chapter. This is called the prelude to the advent of Krishna. Second chapter, Pralambavaka Chanura Trinavarta Mahashanaihi Mushtikarishta Dvivida Putana Keshi Dhenukaihi. Kamsa has, a lot of advisors, ministers who give counsel to him, and he has the backing of his father-in-law Jarasandha, and he has all these wicked asuras as his advisors and accomplices. Who are they? Pralamba, Baka, Chanura, Trinavarta, Mahashanehi, Mushtika, Arishta, Dvivida. All these are helpers of Kamsa. And so using them, he is summoned Putana to kill all the infants in the land. And so all of these wicked asuras spread fear and hatred everywhere. And so all the good people are in hiding. And so looking at the sad state of his bhaktas, the Yadavas, Bhagavan summons Yogamaya. Bhagavanapi Vishwatma Viditva Kamsajam Bhayam Yadunam Nijanathanam Yogamayam Samadhishade. Bhagavan Narayana, Guruvayurappan summoned Yogamaya and telling Yogamaya, "Oh Devi, you go to Vraj. Gaccha Devi Vrajam Bhadre Gopa Gopir Alankridam Rohini Vasudevasya Bharyaste Nanda Gokule." Bhagavan summons Yogamaya and he's telling, when Devaki had lost her 6 children, the 7th son, she started conceiving the 7th one. Saptamo Vaishnavam Dhama Yamanandam Prachakshade Garbo Bhavuva Devakya Harsha Shoga Vivardhanaha. So Devaki has a mixed feeling of fear as well as happiness within. As 7th child, Balramji is in her stomach. And then Bhagavan summons Yogamaya and tells her, "You please transfer this womb from Devaki into Rohini, who is residing with Nandagopa and Yashoda right now." Rohini is the another wife of Vasudeva. Rohini Vasudevasya bharyaste Nandagokule Anyamsha Kamsa Samvigna Vivareshu Vasantihi. Then Bhagavan tells Yogamaya, "After this, I myself shall enter Devaki's womb. Devakya Jatare Garbham Sheshakyam Dhama Mamakam Tat Sannikrishya Rohinya Udare Sanniveshaya Adaham Amsha Bhagena Devakya Putratam Shubhe Prapsyami Tvam Yashodayam Nandapatnyam Bhavishyasi." I shall enter the womb of Devaki and you should be born as the daughter of Yashoda. Archishyandi Manushastvam Sarvakama Vareshwarim Dupopahara Balibihi Sarvakama Varapradam. You will be born as the daughter of Yashoda, and for this beautiful Kaikarya, you will be celebrated as the goddess, gift-giving goddess in the earth. All the people seeking boons will worship you as their goddess, and there will be various temples for you founded by men on earth. Namadheyani kurvanti sthanani cha narabhuvi Durgedi Bhadrakali Vijaya Vaishnavi cha Kumuda Chandika Krishna Madhavi Kanyaketi cha Maya Narayani Shani Sharade Tyambiketi cha. Men will worship you on the earth in various places and they will invoke you by different names such as Durga, Bhadrakali, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhavi, Kanyaka, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sharada, Ambika, and so on. Thus commanded by the Lord, Yogamaya accepted the mission and she does Pradakshanam to Bhagavan and she came to the earth as and entered Yashoda Amma's womb. And so when Devaki's 7th child was transported magically to Rohini Devi's womb. And this way, the 8th child, now the time has come when the Supreme Lord Narayana entered the mind of Vasudeva, and from Vasudeva he entered Devaki. This is in the beautiful shloka number 18. Tado Jagan Mangalam Achyutamsham Samahitam Shura Sutena Devi Dadara Sarvatmakam Atma Bhutam Kashtayadanandakaram Manastaha Sa Devaki Sarva Jagan Nivasa Bhutani Taram Nareje Bhojendra Gehe Knishike Varudha Saraswati Jnana Kale Yathasati. The Lord, the Supreme Lord, the Lord of the world, the Supreme Being who is the Supreme Purusha, he entered the womb of Devaki. And then when Devaki was carrying Bhagavan, she glowed with such intense luster and brilliance. However, it appeared as though it was covered like a light kept inside a pot. The light and the brilliance was as though covered, and just like the knowledge of a pandit who refuses to share it and keeps it hidden, like that, the light, the brilliance was as though covered, as though the light would be covered if it is placed inside a pot. Therefore, even though Devaki is carrying Bhagavan, she's shining with so much brilliance, but yet it is little bit covered, and only the devas like Brahmaji and Shiva could see it. The others could not see. But who else could see it? Kamsa could see. How is my sister so radiant now? Kamsa is able to see that now she's carrying the eighth child, but surely she is shining with so much radiance that I have never seen before. So Kamsa is starting to get a little bit more terrified about what is to come. And so as he's restless, he's not able to, however, kill Devaki. Something is stopping him. And wherever he is going, whatever he's doing, when he's eating, when he's sitting, when he's lying, when he's walking, when he's sleeping, everywhere he only sees Krishna. आसीनः संविशं तिष्ठन् भुञ्जानः पर्यटन् महीं चिन्तयानो ऋषिकेशम् अपश्यत् तन्मयं जगदि ब्रह्म. So he thus became tanmayam. Wherever he goes, he's only seeing Bhagavan, Krishna everywhere. And so he is overcome with fear, intense fear. He's gripped with intense fear. This way he's waiting for the eighth child to come out. Here, Brahma and all the devatas are seeing Mother Devaki is carrying that supreme Lord of the world, that supreme Guru Vairappan is in the womb of Devaki. So they all come to the prison and they sing a beautiful stuti to Devaki. It's to the child who is inside Devaki. And this is the beautiful stuti. Satyavradam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satye Satyasya Satyamrita Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapannaha. That Bhagavan who is Satyavratam is truth-willed. His will is truth. Satyavradam, Satyaparam, his form is truth. His rupam is truth. Trisatyam, he is Satyam in all time. In the past, in the present, and the future. He is Trisatyam, Satyasya Yonim. He is the womb of truth. Satyasya Yonim, Nihitam Cha Satye. He is also embedded in Satyam. Satyasya Satyam, the whole world which is actually Mithya appears as Satyam because the Lord is in it. Satyasya Satyam Rita Satyanetram. Satyam, truth and goodness are his two eyes. Rita Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam, he is the very heart of truth. To that Satyam, we all surrender. Like this, the Devatas are all praying to Bhagavan. Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapanna. We are all in this Kali Yuga right now, where Dharma is degrading from Yuga after Yuga. In the Krita Yuga, Dharma was 100%. Then in the Treta Yuga, it became 75%. And now in Dwapara Yuga, it became 50%. In Kali Yuga, it is 25% in the beginning. And towards the end of Kali Yuga, it will become slowly go to zero. Once when Parikshit went hunting in the forest, he had a very startling experience. He saw the Dharma in the form of a bull and Mother Earth in the form of a cow. And they were conversing with each other, and Parikshit saw, and he was very disturbed. The bull, the very embodiment of Dharma, 3 legs were broken and it was very delicately hanging with the 4th leg. What were the 3 legs? Tapas, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam, Idi Pada, Kride, Kritaha, Adharmam, Shaistrayo, Bhagnaha, Smaya Sangamadaistava, Tapa, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam. These are the 4 legs of the Dharma Devata. But all 3 are broken. Tapas, austerity is not there. That it is tainted by egoism. So tapas is tainted by egoism. So tapas is gone. Shaucham, purity is gone. Purity is tainted because of attachments. And then daya, there is no feeling of compassion, of fellow feeling among people, because everybody is so selfish and blinded by passion. So all these 3 legs are broken. Now the only things staying and holding it all together is Satyam. Tapashaucham daya satyam idi pada kride kritaha adharmam chaistrayodbhatnaha smaya sangamadaistava. Even that Satyam, our Kali, is attacking, and he flourishes in untruth. And so we see that Dharma is now being attacked by Kali, who is flourishing and attacking that foot also. And so that Bhagavan, however, he will always remain. Satyam will always remain. Nobody can destroy Satyam. Satyam is truth, because that is Bhagavan's form. That is Bhagavan's will. That is the heart of Bhagavan. And the world is Satyam because Bhagavan is in it. And so that Bhagavan will ever exist. Because he is eternal. He is Satchit Ananda Swarupa. So like this, Brahmaji and the Devata sing the Stuti, Satya Vradam, Satya Param Tri Satyam, Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satye, Satyasya Satyam Rita Satya Netram, Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapanna. To that Satya Vratan, to that Satya Vastu, we all bow down, says Brahmaji, the Devatas in their Stuti. And then they say another beautiful shloka, Shrinvanne Grinanne Samsmarayanscha Chintayanne Namani Rupani Cha Mangalani Te Kriyasu Yasva Charanaravindayo Avishta Chetana Bhavaya Kalpate. Hearing the glories of Bhagavan, hearing the Katha of Krishna, Grinan, singing and chanting, reciting his names, and doing Parayana of Bhagavan's Bhagavatam and Narayaniam and the other Granthas, Samsmarayanscha, again and again, remembering the Katha of Bhagavan, Chintayan, contemplating on the deeds of Bhagavan, and Namani Rupani cha, singing his names, remembering his beautiful forms, and doing seva to Bhagavan. When one lives like that, he attains all auspiciousness. Kriyasu yasva charanaravindayo. When one does seva to Bhagavan and engages in always singing his glories and sharing with others his glories and giving the gift of Nama to everyone, when one lives a life like that, Avishta Chetana Bhavaya Kalpade, Bhagavan quickly releases them from this transmigratory existence, and Bhagavan gives them eternal Ananda at his lotus feet. So, Shrinvanne Grinanne Samsmarayanscha Chintayanne Namani Rupani Cha Mangalani Te Kriyasu Yasva Charanaravindayo Avishta Cheta Na Bhavaya Kalpade. And then again they sing another beautiful shloka. Oh Krishna, oh Guruvayurappa, you incarnated as various avatars, Matsya, Shva, Kachapa, Nrisimha, Varaha, Hamsa, Rajanya, Vipra, Vibhudeshu, Kritavatarah, Tvam Pasinas, Tribhuvanam, Chayatadunesha, Bharam Bhuvohara, Yaduttama Vandanam Te. Oh Guruvayurappa, protect us now. and protect all the world now. In the past, you have taken embodiment as the fish. You took embodiment as the Kurma Avatara, as the tortoise. You were also born as Hayagriva, the horse-headed one. You were also born as the Varaha. You were born as Narasimha. You were also born as the Hamsa Avatara. You were born as Sri Rama, as Parashurama, as Vamana. Like this, oh Guruvayurappa, please do incarnate now and lighten the burden of the earth. Like this, the beautiful Stuti, Brahmaji and the Devata sing, and then they do pranam to Devaki Mata and they leave. Ityabhishtuya Purusham Yadrupam Anidam Yatha Brahmeshano Purodaya Deva Pratiyayurdivam. And they go back to their respective abodes. Thus ends chapter number 2. Now, in the third chapter is the birth of Bhagavan. अदत्रियोऽध्यायः अथ सर्वगुणोपेदः कालपरमशोभनः यर्ह्येवा जनजन्मक्षं शान्तच्च ग्रहतारकम् दिशः प्रसेदुर्गगनं निर्मलोडुगणोदयं महीमङ्गलभूयिष्ठ पुरग्रामव्रजाकरा अतः सर्वगुणोपेदः काल Paramashobhanaha. Now the most auspicious and favorable time has come when the birth star of Bhagavan, Rohini, is in the ascendant. Yarheva jana janmacham chantacha grahatarakam, and all the other stars and planets are in a very beneficent position. Disha prasedurgaganam nirmaloduganodayam Mahimangala Puragrama Vrajakara. There's peaceful silence everywhere. The stars are all shining clearly in the skies. And all the villages, all the cowherd settlements, they are all very auspicious and as though a prosperous era is about to start. Everywhere there is a feeling of fulfillment and auspiciousness everywhere. Nadya Prasanna Salila, Hrada Jala Ruhashriyah, Vijali Kula Sannada Stavaka, Panarajayah. The beautiful rivers are full of clear, clean water, and then there is gentle breeze everywhere. And the forests and woodlands are full of divine pastures, and the trees are full of flowers and fruits, and bees are chirping, and bees are buzzing, and birds are chirping everywhere, and the wind is blowing fragrant smells everywhere. Vayu sutasparshah punyagandhavah shushihi agnayascha dvijatina shantas samindada. The fire is glowing very gently as the Agnihotras are doing their Agnihotra yagas. The fire is glowing very gently, and Manam Syasan Prasannani Sadhunam Asuradruham. All the good people are feeling some, very bliss inside them, an unexplainable feeling of contentment and bliss they feel, but not the wicked ones. Manam Syasan Prasannani Sadhunam Asuradruha Jayamane Ajane Tasmine Nedurdundubayo Divi. And all the celestials are sounding the drums as though the avatara is about to happen any time. Mumuchuhu Munayo Devaha Sumanam Simudan Vidaha. The Munis, they are all happy along with the Devatas. Mandam Mandam Jaladara Jagarjuranusaagaram. The clouds are, roaring gently and along with the sound of the waves in the oceans. At that time, in the pitch darkness of midnight, Nishite Tamaudbhude Jayamane Janardani Devakyam Devarupinya Vishnuho Sarvaguhashaya. At the pitch darkness at midnight, that Narayana, who is the resident in all our hearts, that Bhagavan, he was born from the divinely beautiful Devaki. Devakyam Devarupinya Vishnuhu Sarvaguhashayah. That Lord who is present in all of us, he was born from the beautiful Devaki as though the full moon has risen from the eastern horizon. Avirasid yada prachya dishinduriva pushkalaha namadbhutam balakamambujekshanam. Chaturbhujam Shankagadadyudayudam Srivatsalakshmam Galashobhikaustubam Pitambaram Sandrapayoda Sauvagam Maharhavaidurya Kirida Kundalatvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kundalam Uddama Kanchangada Kankana Divi Virochamanam Vasudeva Ikshata Tamadbhutam Balakam. That Adbhuta Balaka, Guruvayurappan was born, and he has lotus-like eyes. Ambujekshanam, Chaturbhujam, he has 4 arms. Which baby is born with 4 arms? Not our human babies, but this is Guruvayurappan. That is why he's Adbhuta Balakan. He is born with 4 arms. Chaturbhujam, Shankha Gada Yuda Yudam. All his paraphernalia are there. His Shankha, his Chakra, the Gada, and the lotus. Srivatsa Lakshman Galashu, and the beautiful Srivatsa mark is shining on his chest. And then he's wearing a beautiful necklace with the pendant Kaustuba. Galashobi Kaustubam Pitambaram Sandrapayoda Saubagam. Beautiful golden Pitambara he's wearing, and his form has the color of a beautiful blue rain cloud, a fresh rain cloud, like how the nice blue color of a cloud. His form is so beautiful, and he has beautiful kirida. Maharhavaiduja kirida kundalatvisha parishvakta sahasra kundalam. So much thick hair, and the kirida is placed on his head. It is studded with sapphires, and then he has beautiful makara kundala on his ears. He has beautiful ornaments on his body. Parishvakta sahasra kundalam uddama kanchangada kankana divihi virochamanam. He's wearing bracelets, he's wearing armlets, he's wearing beautiful harams, and then with a beautiful smile, Bhagavan is looking at Vasudeva and Devaki as they are looking at our Bhagavan, and they are stunned beyond words. And so, Savismayo Thulla Vilochano Harim. And their eyes are wide open with wonder, looking at this divine child. And Sutam Vilokyana Kadundu Vistada Krishnavatarotsava Sambhramos Prishan. They feel so much ananda, so much joy, and their mind and intellect are free and purified by this divine vision. And then Vasudeva mentally gives dana of 10,000 cows to Brahmanas. Krishna Vasarotsava Sambhramos Prishan Mudad Vijebhyo Ayudam Apludo Gavam. He mentally made a charity to all the Brahmanas. 10,000 cows he gave in his mind. And they are stunned with wonder, and with wide open eyes, both Vasudeva and Devaki are looking at our little Guruvayurappan, who is looking with beautiful shiny eyes, and these 1,000 eyelashes are there, and with sharp nose, with red lotus-like lips, with lot of thick curly hair, and with most compassion and kindness, Bhagavan is looking at them. So Vasudeva says, aha, what a beautiful Bhagavan. And he starts singing the stuti of Bhagavan. It is fully describing Bhagavan as the supreme being, as the original being, as eternal, as unmanifest, as the controller of everything, as the witness of everything. Like this very Vedantic stuti our Vasudeva does. Vasudeva uvacha viditosi bhavan sakshat purusha prakriti paraha. You are the sakshat parabrahman. You are beyond prakriti. And kevalanubhavananda, your swarupa is ananda swarupa. Sarva buddhi driki kevalanubhavananda swarupa Sarva buddhidrak. You are the witness of all mental activities. You are the witness within all. Like this, our Vasudeva is singing the glory of Bhagavan in various Vedantic description is given in this sloka. And then Vasudeva becomes quiet. Our Devaki Mata also looks at such a beautiful child. Adainam Atmajam Viksha Mahapurusha Lachanam Devaki Tamupadavade Kamsad Bhita Shuchismita. Looking at this divine child, our Devaki Mata puts on a smile in her face, even though she's afraid of Kamsa. She's putting on a smile, and then seeing her son, seeing the signs of divinity in her son, she also sings a beautiful hymn to Bhagavan. Devakyuvacha Rupam Yattat Prahuravyaktamadhyam Brahma Jyotir Nirgunam Nirvikaram Satta Matram Nirvishesham Niriram Sattvam Sakshat Vishnuradhyatmadipah. So, Rupam Yattat Prahuhu Avyaktam Adhyam. You are the unmanifest form. You are the first one. Adhyam, you are the Brahma Jyoti. You are the vast luminous light, Brahma Jyoti. And you are beyond all gunas of Prakriti. And you are the changeless one, Nirvikaram. Sattamatam Nirvishesham Niriham. And there is no change, and you are unmodified, and you are niriham. There is no desire in you. Nirvishesham niriham sattvam sakshat vishnuradhyatmadipah. You are the spiritual light. You are verily that Lord Narayana. Like this, our Devaki Mata also sings beautiful Vedantic stuti, and then she says, Yoyam kalastasya te avyakta bandho cheshta mahuhu cheshtate yena vishvam nimeshadir vatsaranto mariyan tam tveshanam chemadam aprapadye. You are the master of time. You are time, and every moment all the way up to Viparardha is just but a winking of your eye. And so I seek refuge in you who are the deity called time. And then she says, all the jivas have been roaming from one birth after another in various wombs. The jivas go from womb after womb, from place to place, wandering aimlessly for so many lives after life, until they get association with your lotus feet. Beautiful shloka. Martyo mrityuvyala bhita palayan lokan sarva nidbhayam nadya gacchade tvatpadabjam prapya yadrichayadya swastashetye mrityurasmadapaiti. Fearing the serpent of death, man roams from sphere to sphere, one loka to another loka, and from one body to another body, from one womb to another, in different species, in different places. Man is wandering, running away from death, afraid of the serpent called death. But he finds no refuge anywhere until, by your grace, by some good fortune, is able to attain holy association. Yadrichaya. So, Tvatpadabjam prapya yadrichayadya. By some stroke of good fortune, by your compassion, he gets satsanga, he gets the association of holy Mahan, and then his life starts turning. And so, until then, he wanders from birth after birth. Tvatpadabjam prapya yadrichayadya swasta shetye mrityurasmadapaidi. Once he gets the satsanga, then death withdraws. There is no more death. So, such a beautiful stuti our Devaki Mata says, it is but your Leela that you are born as my son. You are actually that Parama Purusha, hey Guruvayurappa, please protect us. This way, both Devaki and Vasudeva did stuti. Then Bhagavan speaks. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Tvameva Purva Sarge Bhuvu Krishni Swayambhuve Sadi Tadayam Sutapa Nama Prajapati Rakalmashaha. In the Swayambhuva Manvantara, you were Krishni and Vasudeva was Sutapa. As Sutapa and Krishni, you did intense tapas for me for 12,000 years. And when I appeared before you, you asked, and I told you to ask for a boon. You asked, may you have a son like me. That was the boon you asked. And so I was born as your son at that time. I was called as Prishni Garbha. And then again, I was born to you when you were Kashyapa and Aditi. I was again born to you at that time as Vamana and Upendra. Now this is the third time you are Vasudeva and Devaki, and I am born as your son. Pradurasam Varadarate Yuvayoho Kamaditsaya Vriyata Varayityukte Madrisho Vamrita Sutaha. When I asked you to ask a boon, Ajuštagramya Vishayo Anapatyau Chadampadi Navavrade Apavargam Me Mohitau Mama Mayaya. Since you had never experienced any worldly joy, and since you had no issue, no children, you were induced by Yogamaya to ask for a son. You could have asked for moksha because I'm capable of granting moksha, but you were induced by Yogamaya to ask for a son. Therefore, I was born as your son at that time, and then again I was born as your son, as Vamana, and then now I am born as your son for the third time. Tayorvam punarevaham aditya masa kashyapade upendra iti vikyado vamanatvacha vamanah tritiyesmin bhaveham vai tenaiva vapushadavam jato bhuyasthayo deva satyam me vyagridam sati edatvam darshitam rupam pragjanma smaranaya me nanyata madbhavam jnanam matyalingena jayate. To help you recognize me, I have revealed to you this form. And then Devaki Mata, Yuvama Putra Bhavena, Bhagavan is telling very important. Look at me as your son, as well as Brahman. Yuvama Putra Bhavena, Brahma Bhavena Chasakride, Chintayanto Krita Snehau, Yasyede Madgadim Param. Think of me again and again as both Brahman and as your son. And slowly you will rise higher and higher. You will rise to higher and higher stages of divine love. And then you will attain my state. Yuvama putra bhavena brahma bhavena cha sakrite chintayanto krita snehao yasyede margadim param. This way Bhagavan gave darshan, and then Bhagavan told them, as Bhagavan has instructed them, Vasudeva prepares to carry Bhagavan to Gokulam. And so, Yada Bahir, and so, Tatascha Shaurihi Bhagavat Prachoditaha Sutam Samadaya Sasutika Griha Yada Bahirgantum Yesha Taryaja Ya Yoga Maya Jani Nandajaya. Vasudeva started from the prison and started going towards Gokula, where Yashoda Mata has delivered a beautiful daughter. Yogamaya is born over there. As Vasudeva started, automatically all the prison guards are in deep sleep, and all the chain opened, the hand chains all fell, all the prison doors opened, and Vasudeva started walking. Our Adishesha is protecting Bhagavan. As Vasudeva started walking, there is the Yamuna river is in is overflowing with so much water as heavy rains have come. And since it is raining, our Adishesha is covering Bhagavan and Vasudeva and protecting them. And slowly our Vasudeva starts walking, trying to cross the Yamuna and reaching the other bank where Gokula is there and where Yashoda Mata is also just delivered a beautiful baby. Our Guruji has written a beautiful song. Karirul tanile karmugil பொழிய இடியுடன் மின்னலும் விண்ணில் தோன்ற சல சல என்றிடும் யமுனை வழிவிட பல பல எண்ணங்கள் மனதில் தோன்ற கோகுலம் செல்கின்றார் வசுதேவன் கோகுலம் செல்கின்றார் கருணாமூர்த்தியே கமலாநாதனை கரங்களினால் பற்றி சிரசினில் தரித்து ஆயிரம் தலை நாகம் உடையாக நிற்க மானிட உரு கொண்ட மாயன் இவனுடன் கோகுலம் செல்கின்றார் வசுதேவன் கோகுலம் செல்கின்றார் கோகுலமடைந்து பரமனை பிரிந்து தேவியை கொண்டு ஆனந்தமடைந்து பைய பைய வியப்புடன் நடந்து யாரும் அறியாமல் பாரோர் புகழும் மதுரா செல்கின்றார் வசுதேவன் மதுரா செல்கின்றார் முழுமதி முகமும் நன்முத்து பற்களும் அசைந்திடும் கண்களும் அழகியாதரமும் சுருண்ட கேசமும் மருண்ட பார்வையும் இதயத்தில் தோன்ற பரவசமடைந்து மதுரா செல்கின்றார் வசுதேவன் மதுரா செல்கின்றார். Slowly our Vasudeva then comes back to Mathura. And here what happened? In the 4th chapter we are starting now. Bahiranda Puradwaraha Sarva Purva Vadavridaha Tado Baladhvanim Shutva Grihapala Samuttitaha. This little baby girl started crying loudly, and all the prison guards were awakened by the crying. And so they all run and report to Kamsa. And Kamsa comes with a disheveled hair and he's shivering, trembling about what's going to happen. And so he comes, and as usual he's ready to pull that child, but our poor Devaki is holding this little girl in her lap, and she's begging to Kamsa, "Oh Kamsa, can you please leave this little girl for me? Kamsa, you killed all the children, and all those children had so much divine radiance, but you killed all of them. Can you at least leave this one for my lap, Kamsa? And also this is a girl, Kamsa. Could you please spare this one, Kamsa?" Like this, she pleads with him. Bahavo himsita bhrataha shishava pavakoopamaha tvaya daiva nisrishtena putrikaika pradiyadam nanvaham tehya varaja dina hata suta prabho dhatu marhasi mandaya ange mam charamam prajam. Can you leave at least one for me for my lap? Kamsa, I'm most unfortunate having lost so many children. Would you leave this one? But what is the use of negotiating with wicked people? They never listen. So as usual, Kamsa tries to pull the baby from her. Satat hasta samutpatya sadyo devyam varam gada adrishyatanuja vishnuho sayudashtamaha bhuja. But lo, leaping from his hands, suddenly the little infant rose into the sky and assumed the form of an 8-handed goddess, beautiful goddess with 8 hands, Ashtabhuja, and she was Yogamaya incarnate as her Lord's sister. Then she was wearing divine garlands, she was wearing beautiful silk clothes, and she was carrying all her weapons, and all the celestials are singing her praises. Divya Sag Ambaralepa Ratnabarana Bhushida Dhanushuleshu Charmasi Shanga Chakra Gadadara Siddha Charana Gandharvaihi Apsara Kinnaroragai Upahrudoru Balibihi Suyamane Damabravide. And all are singing her glory, and then the divine goddess speaks and telling Kamsa, Kimmaya Hataya Manda Jata Kalutavanta Kride Yatra Pava Purva Shatruhu Mahimsi Kripananvrita. What is the use of killing me, O Kamsa? Your traditional enemy is already born elsewhere. Do not kill poor infants unnecessarily now. Iti prabhashatam devi maya bhagavati bhuvi bahunamani keteshu bahunama bahuvaha. Saying like this, she disappeared. And Kamsa is wonderstruck at the words of Yogamaya. Again, for a few moments, he has repentance about what has transpired. He says, even gods are lying. How is it possible? They said the 8th child was supposed to be my killer, but the 8th child turned out to be a girl. And so Kamsa couldn't understand. And then he feels sorry and tells Devaki and Vasudeva to forgive him. Mochayamasa nigadade vishtabda kanyakagira Devaki Vasudevam cha darshayannatma sauhridam. And he released Devaki and Vasudeva from chains. But however, his evil ministers and evil friends, provoke him again. And so he continues to engage in wicked, cruel acts as usual. Now we come to chapter number 5, where in the scene changes to Gokula, where our Bhagavan has been born to Yashoda Mata. Yashoda Mata was in deep sleep. She didn't even have a chance to see, is this a girl or a boy? She was put to deep sleep after the birth. And so our little Krishna is thinking, I have come here leaving my Vaikuntha Loka, and here nobody is giving me any attention. Like this, Bhagavan is waiting for all the Vrajavasis to wake up and start playing with them and celebrating him. Our Bhagavan, Krishna Avatara, is so beautiful. It shows so many rasas of bhakti. There is the Shanta rasa, there is the Dasya ras, there is the Sakhya ras, and there is the Vatsalya ras, and there is the Shringara ras. And Bhagavan's Krishna Avatara shows all these beautiful rasas. And Bhagavan did Leela in Vraj, he did Leela in Mathura, and he did Leela in Dwaraka. In the Krishna Avatara, Krishna Leela happens in 3 places. First in Vraj, then in Mathura, then in Dwaraka. But more than the Dwaraka Leela or Mathura Leela, this Vraj Leela is most delightful. Why? Because all the bhaktas who show these ras, they are all present in Vraj. Like the Gopas have the Sakhya Leela, Sakhya ras, Sakhya Bhakti. Yashoda Mata has the Vatsalya Bhakti, and our Gopis have the Shringara Bhakti. Vishuddha Shringara Ras are showed by the gopis. So this Krishna Avatara is most glorious. And to show this Vraja Leela is really the purpose of Krishna Avatara. Because Bhagavan could kill Asuras by mere Sankalpa, why he has to incarnate for them, for that. But Bhagavan takes incarnation in Krishna Avatara to spread this love and joy and show us the path of Prema Bhakti. And so this Vraja Leela is most beautiful in the Krishna Avatara. So when Bhagavan is born, here Nandagopa, suddenly Yashoda Mata's, all the servants go and run to Nandagopa and tell him. Nandagopa was sitting in the Goshala and doing dhyana, it seems. At that time, suddenly the news comes that Lala is born, a beautiful little son has been born to him. So he is full of joy and runs to see the baby. And then he takes the beautiful bath, ritual bath, and then he wears holiday new attire, and then he invites all the great Brahmanas, all his relatives and all the elders and all the priests. He invites all of them, and then the celebration starts in Gokula in the 5th chapter. Sri Shuka Uvacha Nandastvatmaja utpanne jadakhlado mahamanaha ahuya vipran vedajna snata shuchiralankridah vachayitva swastyainam jata karmatmajasya vai karayamasa vidhivate pitradevarchanam tata. Delighted at the birth of a son, the noble Nanda takes a ritualistic bath, and then he wears new clothes, and then he sends for experts in astrology, and then he performs the birth ceremonies of Bhagavan. He performs the purificatory rites. He does the worship of the Devatas and Pitris, and he does prayers for the welfare of the child. And then all the priests are chanting the divine Vedic mantras. And then he gives away so much dhana. Dhenu namni yude prada viprebhya samalankride tiladrin saptaratnauga shadakaumba vridan. He gives so many well-decorated cows to Brahmanas. He gives so much grains and new clothes to all the Brahmanas, and he gives gems and jewelry to all the Brahmanas. And then Saumangalya Giro Vipraha Sudamagada Mandinaha Gayakasha Jagur Neduhu Vedyo Dundu Bayomuhu. The Brahmanas and all the musicians, they are all playing the music, they are all pronouncing blessings, musical instruments are sounding, trumpets are blowing, and kettle drums are sounding, other percussion instruments are sounding, and all are celebrating the beautiful birth of Bhagavan. All the entrance of the houses, all the backyards, and the inside of the houses, all are cleaned nicely, and beautiful rangolis applied everywhere. Beautiful Maala is all hung everywhere. Beautiful festoons, they are all hung everywhere, and they are all nicely swept clean. Beautiful banners and festoons are all hung everywhere. Colorful flags are hung everywhere, and all the streets are all clean nicely. The bulls and cows are also dressed up with beautiful bells tied around their neck and beautiful silk cloths on them. Their horns are all decorated with flowers. And then the Gopas also all dress up, wearing their new turbans and wearing holiday attire. They all rush to Nandagopa's house and bring various gifts to Nandagopa. And to the and rush to Nandagopa's house, bringing all kind of gifts to the little Kannan. Gopyascha kanya mudita yashodaya sutodbhavam atmanam bhushayan chakruhu vastrakalpanjanadibihi. Now the gopis also started dressing up, hearing our Yashoda Mata after so many years of waiting, now has a beautiful infant has been born to her. And so they are all, entire Gokula is rejoicing. And the gopis took out all their wedding dresses their wedding lehengas, and they wore beautiful lehengas, and they wore beautiful necklaces, and they braided their hair and put lot of flowers in their hair. They put kajal in their eyes, and they put lot of big kundalas and bangles, and they are all running to Nanda Gopa's house, and the whole street is lined with gopis in colorful dresses. They are running as their kundalas are shaking, and their necks and faces are shaking, and they come running. It's a beautiful scene in the street of Gokula, and all the gopis are running to the house of Nanda Gopa, and the flowers from their head are falling on the street and doing Pushpa Archana. गोप्य सुमृष्टमणिकुण्डल निष्ककण्ठ्यः चित्राम्बराः पतिशिखाच्युतमाल्यवर्षाः नन्दालयं सबलया रजतीर्विरेजुः व्यालोलकुण्डलपयोदरहार शोभाः. And they all come running, and then they do blessings for the child. ताशिषः प्रयुञ्जानाः चिरं पाहीति बालके हरिद्रा चूर्णतैलाद्भिः सिञ्चन्त्यो जनमुज्जगुः. May you live long, our dear Krishna. Oh dear lovely Krishna, may you rule over us for long number of years to come. And then all of the Gopas, they hug each other, and then they throw milk and yogurt and balls of butter on each other. Gopa parasparam prishta dadi kshira gritambubhihi asinchanto vilimpanto namanitaischa chikshipuhu. Nando mahamanasebhyo vaso alankara godhanam sudamagada vandibhyo yenye vidyopajeevinah. Nanda Gopa made very generous gifts to all the people, and then all of them are celebrating the beautiful birth of Bhagavan, and where there is the residence of Sri Hari, there is always the residence of Shri. Tadarabhyanandasya raja sarva samriddhiman hare nivasatma gunai rama kridama bhunrapa. Our Rama Devi, our Shri, is eternally present now, as Bhagavan has come there, is born over here, and so the whole Gokula is so prosperous. Tadarabhyanandasya raja sarva samriddhiman hare nivasatma gunai rama kridama bhunrapa. Narayanyam, there is a beautiful shloka. Dine dineda prativriddha lakshmihi akshina mangalya vrajoyam. Our Mahalakshmi is ever residing in Gokulam, and then it is growing in dharmic activities day by day. And so this way they are all celebrating the birth of Bhagavan. And after some time, Nanda Gopa goes to Mathura to pay the monthly taxes, and so there he meets Vasudeva. Bhratar mama sutak kachin matra sah bhavadbraje tatam bhavandam manvano bhavadvyam upalalitaha pumsastrivargo vihidaha suhrudo hyanubhavidaha nateshu klishyamaneshu trivargorthaya kalpade. Vasudeva, without revealing the secret, he is gently asking, a child of mine is now living with his mother in your place, looking upon you as father, and he is being taken care of you. And so Vasudeva is asking about the welfare of his children, and both of them exchange greetings, and Nanda Gopa also shows love to Vasudeva, and then Vasudeva tells him, please go back quickly, as I see some danger coming in Gokula very soon, so please go back. Like this, Vasudeva warns Nanda Gopa. Here, back in Gokula, the beautiful Krishna is born. Now, as we had said, Kamsa has summoned Putana to kill all the infants. So this Putana, she has been going to house after house, killing children. And so now she heard about this child. So she's dressed up very beautifully like a good-looking woman. She's dressed up and she's coming to Yashoda Amma's house today. So this is chapter 6. Atha Shashtodhyayah Shri Shukauvacha Nandapati Vacha Shauryehe Namrisheti Vichintayan Harim Jagama Sharanam Utpatagama Shankitaha Kamsena Prahita Gora Putana Balaghatini Shishum Shachara Nignanti Puragrama Vrajadishu. A terrible demoness named Putana, getting the orders from Kamsa, has come to has been moving around villages and towns, and now she's coming to Yashoda's Amma's house today. She could travel anywhere in any form, and so she entered Nanda's house, and taking the form of a attractive woman by her magical powers. And so she is, as usual, coming, and Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata had no idea. They are very innocent minded, and so they did not suspect anything. So they let her come inside, and our Putana, she takes the infant in her lap. Now, if you are walking on the road and if you see a serpent, but it's actually a rope. It's actually a rope, but you thought it's a serpent. And then when you find it's only a rope, you are relieved. But if you see a serpent and thought it was a rope, then you would be in danger, because you think it is a rope, but no way, it's a serpent and it would bite you. So there is ulta brahm for Putana. She's actually thinking this is only a child, but actually it's no child, it's the serpent of death. She thought it's an ordinary rope, and but actually it is a serpent who is going to kill her. So without realizing what she is doing, she just took the infant in her lap, and then Balagrahastatra vichinvati shishun yadrichayananda grihya sadandagam balam pratichanna nijoru tejasam tadarshatalpek nimipahitam basi vibudyatam balakamalikagraham chara charatma sa nimilite kshanah anandamaropayadangam yatoragam suptam abuddhirajjudihi. So she took this child thinking it's an ordinary child, but actually this is a serpent of death. And so she took the child in her lap, and Bhagavan, he closed his eyes. He didn't even want to keep his eyes open and look at her, because suddenly if the eyes open, the love may start flowing towards her. So Bhagavan didn't want to even open his eyes, and like a man taking up a sleeping snake in the belief that it's only a rope, Putana took this baby into her lap, this infinite child Bhagavan, who is going to be her death. And so, Bhagavan happily went into her lap, but his eyes are closed. And then she gives milk to him, the breast which are covered with toxic poison, and she gives that milk to Bhagavan. Bhagavan tasmin stanam durjara vidyamulbanam gorangamadaya shishordadavata gadam karabhyam Bhagavan prapidya tat pranai samam rosha samanvito apibad. She gave started giving milk to him. Bhagavan is also drinking with great anger. Along with the milk, he sucked out the very prana out of her. So, tasmin stanam durjara viryamulbanam gorangamadaya shishordadavada gadam karabhyam Bhagavan prapidya tade pranai samam rosha samanvito pivate. Along with the prana, he drank the milk, and Putana is in terrible pain, and she's telling Krishna, leave me. Sa muncha alamiti prabhashini nishpedyamana akila jiva marmani vivritya netre charano bhujo muhu rasvinna gatra chipadiru rodaha. And she's telling, enough, release me. And with eyes protruding and her body is perspiring, and she's dashing her feet and hands again and again, and with a loud cry, she's telling Krishna, leave me. Krishna says, yeah, I'm going to leave you. He is leaving her from the very samsara. She's telling, leave me right now, but Bhagavan is going to release her permanently from samsara forever. And so Whatever prayer we may ask in our simple bhava, Bhagavan takes the best meaning of it and fulfills that prayer that way. And so Putana is the real terrible form of Putana came out now. And then she's fallen with a gigantic form, and as she's even falling, all the places where she's falling are pulverized, and she's such a huge form she has. And so the trees are falling in a nearby area, and there is dust flying everywhere. And this huge, Putana's body, it proved a menace even after death. And it pulverized all the trees in a distance of 6 miles. Like this, Putana died. And our Krishna, without any fear, he is happily playing on her body. And Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata come running. And then they see, is Krishna okay? Did anything happen to our Krishna? What happened? Who is this Rakshasi who came here? Like this, they are all so much concerned for our little Kannan, and they all came running to lift him. Balam cha tasya urasi kridantam akuto bayam gopyasturna samabhyetya jagruhur jada sambramaha. And the infant is fearlessly playing on the body of Putana, and the gopis all took him. Then Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata did all the purification and blessing using the Gomutra and Goraj. The holiest place is the place where the cows are. And at the feet of the cows, all the tirthas reside. The holy rivers reside in the feet of the cow. In the body of the cow, all the gods reside. And the Gomutra is so pure, and it is so powerful to ward off many diseases. And the Gomutra is also where Dhanvantari Bhagavan is there. He is the Lord of all diseases. So the Yashoda Mata, as it is their tradition in Gokula to always use the cow's urine and gobar and goraj to say to protect the Yashoda Mata is cleaning the child with and giving bath with Gomutra. Gomutrena snapayitva Punargo Rajasarbhakam. They apply Goraj all over the body. Then Raksham Chakruscha Shakrita Dwadashangeshu Namabihi. They apply Gobar on and chant his names and put Gobar on 12 places in the body. And they purify Bhagavan and chant all mantras for him. Gopya Samsprishta Salila Angeshu Kanayo Pridage Nyaschatmanyada Balasya Bijanyasam Akurvata. Then they do puja, and now Yashoda Mata is singing the beautiful stotra called Yashoda Raksha. May our Bhagavan protect our Kannan in all, the entire body of Kannan. May it be protected by Bhagavan at all times. May his feet be protected. May his knees be protected. May his legs be protected. May his abdomen be protected. May his waist be protected. May his neck be protected. May his arm be protected. May his chest be protected. May his mind be protected. May his buddhi be protected. Like this beautiful sloka called Yashoda Raksha. Avyadajomni manimam stavajanvaturu yatnochutah katitatam jataram hayasya vitkeshavastvadura isha inastu kantam vishnur bhujam mugam urukrama ishwarakam. Like this beautiful Yashoda Mata sings the Yashoda Raksha sloka. And then the beautiful last sloka, Kotara Revati Jeshta Putana Matrakadayah Unmadaye Yapasmada Deha Pranendriya Druha Swapna Drishta Mahotpada Vriddha Bala Grahashaye Sarve Nashyantu Te Vishnohu Nama Grahana Bhidavaha. May all the evil dreams, may all the evil Rakshasis, may all of them leave, and may Krishna be protected. May all the Rakshasis run away by the dread of the Lord's name. स्वप्नदृष्टा महोत्पादा वृद्धबालग्रहाश्च ये सर्वे नश्यन्तु ते विष्णोः नामग्रहणभीरवः. This way, Yashoda Mata sang the Yashoda Raksha song and they all saved our Krishna. Then after all this, our Nanda Gopal returns and sees, oh my God, what a dangerous thing has happened. Just as Vasudeva had already warned me, the same thing has happened here like this. The Nanda Gopal takes Bhagavan, and then when Putana's body is burnt, a divine fragrance emerges as though they are lighting incense like this. The body of Putana has become very divine and a fragrant smoke is coming everywhere. Why? Because the Lord's mouth has touched her and now she has become purified. And to that Putana who came to kill, even to her, who would be fit to be consigned to hells after hells for many births, to her, Bhagavan gives Sadgati like the same state as a mother. Our Yashoda Mata gives milk with so much love and affection. Our Putana gave milk with an intent to kill. But for that Putana also, Bhagavan gives the status of a mother and gives her Sadgati. This much generosity and compassion, who would have like that? Our Putana gets the beautiful Anugraham by Bhagavan. Putana loka balagni rakshasi rudirashana jigam sayapi hare stanam dattva pasadgatim. Even to Putana, Bhagavan gives Sadgati. Kim punah shraddaya bhaktya krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimno raktastan mataro yatha. Such a compassionate Bhagavan, who will be so compassionate as this Krishna? Like this, our Uddhava Swami is also narrating to Vidura, says that Putana, even she was given Sadgati by Krishna. So such generosity, such compassion, such kind Bhagavan, only Krishna can do that, because even the Putana who came to kill was saved by him. Like this, the beautiful Putana episode also ends, and then Uddhava says, only to that Bhagavan we take refuge. And so when we want happiness, when we want, when we want to really get something, we should pray to Bhagavan, because he is so generous. He would never judge us. Even Putana, who was fit to be punished for many births after births, she was given Sadgati. So no one is compassionate and kind like Bhagavan. If we want happiness, we should serve Bhagavan. So after Bhagavan's touch, Putana's body emanated divine fragrance to show that his the fruit of his avatara is about to happen very soon, and all the people are going to see the fruit of his incarnation. Like this, there was the divine feeling of auspiciousness and joy everywhere. And whoever listens to this Putana episode, they are also blessed with prema bhakti to Sri Hari. Ye etat Putana mocham Krishnasya bhagamadbhudam Shunuyate Shraddaya Martyo Govinde Labate Rathim. Like this, whoever hears the Putana episode with faith and devotion, this Leela of Bhagavan, this Putana Moksha Leela, they will get everlasting love for Krishna. That is the episode of Putana Moksham. We were very fortunate to hear the Putana Moksham of today. We shall continue to hear more Bala Leelas tomorrow. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.